I had a conversation with a friend a couple days ago that was really an eye-opener for me. Actually, it was for the both of us. I thought this could be a really good heart-to-heart conversation with us. I figured I'd kind of share this out with the rest of my community. I feel that this doesn't go unnoticed, but it's the fear and the insecurities that are close. So I think that they use this as a security blanket. Whereas other people fight fear and they try to conquer the issues. So they trench through this forest of the unknown. And so then they can conquer these fears one fear at a time. Hi, I'm Susie J. Cobwebs, and this is my writing channel, and this is where I'm building my brand from the ground up. Fighting through those trenches of the forest that I just spoke about, and trying to show you the different aspects of building this brand and what I really think about, and learning all of these simple wins along the way. I'm so glad that you're with me today. If you are a return subscriber, thank you. Thank you for all your support. If you are a new subscriber, or a new viewer for that matter, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I hope you find a lot of different videos that you watch here, and this will inspire you to get to your passion, or to build a brand or build a business that you would want that's going to make you happy. Now, let me get back to this. Now, this conversation that I had with my friend, of course, it wasn't a 2-minute conversation, because once you start getting me on this particular topic, I can talk for hours. With that being said, am I the only one out there like that? Do you feel the same? If you have a passion, let's just say, can you talk about it for hours? Write them in the comments below. Anyways, I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me how she had this fear of the unknown. The fear was like an insecurity that sometimes is stressing you just by leaving your home or even driving a car. This is how it could affect you. Now, I had this heart-to-heart conversation with her, and I wanted her to know that yes, we had the same exact fears. Maybe not the same fear, but the same feeling of fear. I wanted to give her a little bit more comforting news that we were all in this together. And I gave her the story of my fears. I wanted her to feel that she was not alone in having these said feelings, even though they were different stories. The fear and that feeling was just the same. I thought I would tell you the same story. This is a feel-good story, so don't worry. We are not alone, even in the writing world, in this particular aspect. I'm going to start off by telling you how I wrote my book. My first book, it took me 13 years. That actually is kind of long to write a book. But regardless of how long it took me to write the book, I didn't have the push to push it to the publisher. I didn't feel that I was good enough for the bookstores. I didn't feel that I was good enough to be out there in public. I know this is a lot of fear for a lot of new writers or authors for that matter. And I'm sure that even authors that have written books have that same type of fear when their new book goes out. Or if you are a new writer and you don't know how good you are, or maybe you need work and you need an editor, that's okay too. Each route, they are going to show you the right way to get your book out there. Or maybe it was the fact that you couldn't compete with the other authors out there. These are so many different types of fears that come into your head as a new writer or as a new author. What if I didn't make it out in the world? Why were these such reasons why I couldn't publish my novel? Do you have any answers to these? If you do, by all means, write them in the comments below, because these are such life mysteries of why I felt the way I felt before I even published my novel. This is where I needed to change my mindset and my thought process. Okay? So now I needed to get that fear gone. I know that was easier said than done, but I had to do that in baby steps. So here's another little side story on top of this, and you'll understand. As a little girl, one of my dreams was to be an author, a published author. I said for years, I could care less on how much money I make, whether it was $5, whether it was $5 million. My goal was to be a published author. Per my goal, I reached it. Yeah, I was so excited. I jumped up and down 14 million times and whatnot. So, as of October 28th, 2020, I became a published author. I was beyond excited, signing them papers, and I had to tell friends, family, even neighbors that lived 17 houses down. This is how excited I was. I mean, I think they may have heard me in my own home, but people that lived 15 miles away may have heard me. I don't care, because that would also get my name out too. I wouldn't recommend that though. But then it hit me. Like that. After all the exciting news about getting published and going through the publishing company, that's where fear kicked in. I don't like fear of the unknown. And it's a generalized fear of a what if stage in your mind. Have you ever had that feeling? Believe me, if you have, please, write yes in the comments, because I don't care for the fear of the unknown. I don't care if it has anything to do with my book. Even in life, I hate the fear of the unknown. I am not sure if I'm the only one who doesn't like that feeling. Hopefully not. If you know that type of feeling, can you write them in the comments below? How did you feel? How did you get through it? I did want to think about the moment that other people were going to read my book. And what were they going to think? Are they going to like it? Are they going to hate it? This was way too much for my mind to grasp. My anxiety was much more than I could handle, and it was clouding my judgment. I just didn't know what to do next. Now, this area of the unknown and not knowing what to do next, this was really not a strategy or a plan to follow. Everyone does things different. There's not really any wrong or right answers into the way of going into the business world. So, of course, no one could tell me a right answer or what to do next, or, oh my goodness, like, now what? I needed to do this in my own way, on my own time, so I could feel that I was able to conquer this in my own time frame. So I thought I would do this in baby steps. I had a calm moment. You have that Zen moment, right? Let's have that Zen moment right here. Ready? Ready? Breathe in. Now breathe out. You may have to do that a few times, because we all do that self-care on this channel too. So you want to relax and have that Zen moment. And now you want to say, okay, what is my end goal? To be a published author. What are my baby steps to get to my end goal? I need to do A, B, C, and D. Okay, now let's get to that. After I had my mind switch a little and you've calmed down and you relieved all that extra pressure that you just now put on yourself, this is a main goal bonus extra, okay? Because you've already met your goal, right? You're a published author. Yes! Which, by the way, My book is out. It's called Betrayal in the First Degree. It is the first book of the 4-book series, so be sure to get a copy. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, Reader's House. It is everywhere, so by all means, get that copy of that book. I feel that changing that mindset really helped me figuring out the task on hand. Yes, I have to do all the marketing for my book, but this gave me a better view of what I need to do and add a little bit more pizzazz into my post, into my comments, into my YouTube videos, into my different videos that I do for TikTok to keep that buzz going. Because if you happen to read it and happen to see one of my books or happen to see one of my posts about my books, please share that so everyone can enjoy this book series. The way that I am fixing myself to try to get out of this unknown fear that we once have spoken about in the beginning of this video is the fact that yes, you have to make this an exciting moment for yourself because we have celebrated our Love Simple win. Yes, we had to breathe, have a Zen moment, even if you have to have 1, 2, or 7, you do you. Then I'm like, okay, now we have a book out, we've accomplished our goal. What is our next goal, which is going to be book 2, by the way. It's going to be out soon, hopefully, maybe in 2 years. What do we need to do next? We need to market the first book. We need to get it out there on social media, okay? Let's do that. We need to work on book 2. We need to make sure that everything is in sync so it is ready to go to publisher so we can keep on marketing book 1 in the meantime. Yes, this is a lot of work. Yes, it's a lot of time consuming, a lot of dedication, and a lot of long hours being by yourself, or maybe even with a friend if you have somebody that is good with making a post or having maybe a virtual assistant. Not sure. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those quite yet, but that's on my list. So these are the ways that you can actually fight fear and look fear in the face and say, I don't need you. I got this. I am going to get my book out there. Now, you also got to have that mindset that you may get $5 for your book. That's okay. You may get $50 million for your book. That's okay. Actually, it's better, but that's okay. You have been a published author. That was your goal. You accomplished it. Right? How wonderful is that? Can you say the same? Did you fight fear? It might not be for writing. It may not be for marketing a book. But did you ever have a scenario in your life where you were put into an area where maybe you didn't get your driver's license until a late age? Or maybe you have some type of mental illness that doesn't allow you to get out of the house. Or maybe you have a fear of falling, but on your bucket list, you want to skydive. What are kind of your ideas, or what is holding you back on the fear? Write them in the comments below. I would love to hear them, because these are different videos and different things and different aspects we can talk about on this channel, so we can be together. Because this tribe here is a tribe where we can help each other out. Whether it's about writing, whether it's about publishing, whether it's about building a brand, or building a business from your passion right along the side of me. So we can work at this together. Or if you want to live vicariously through me and you want to watch my videos, or if you want to do my writing prompts, by all means, I enjoy each and every time that you come and you hang out with me on my channel. if you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, by all means, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification button so you can stay on top of all the different things that I post. And till the next time, love you bunches!